Hey everybody, Neil Kravitz here. I hope you're enjoying these daily clinical pearls. I've got a few questions about whether I bond brackets on baby teeth. Now this is a good question, and there is two different answers for that. So I absolutely do bond either brackets or eyelets on deciduous teeth. That is a wonderful way to control the arch form, particularly if you are doing phase 1 bonding or you have a patient in the mixed dentition. Now, for those who know me, they know that I don't love placing brackets during the first phase. I don't do a lot of phase 1 treatment. I prefer to only do appliances like an expander only. I don't like putting braces on multiple times in a child's life. But if I do need brackets or the parent does request it, and I do need to have a continuous arch form, I do like having brackets on the deciduous canines or first molars or deciduous second molars even. And I'll put either brackets or eyelets on those teeth. Now, here's the kicker. Let's say you have a deciduous tooth, like a deciduous second molar that does not have a succedaneous tooth to replace it. Should you put a bracket on that tooth? I try to avoid it because once you put a bracket on a deciduous tooth, the root begins to melt. By the way, that's a nice little pearl. If you have a child who's really anxious about deciduous tooth extraction and they're already in brackets, just put a bracket on the deciduous tooth. The perturbations, the vibrations, the movement of that deciduous tooth will cause the root to dissolve. It's a nice way to do a non-invasive extraction, so to say, of that deciduous tooth. But do not place a bracket on a deciduous tooth that you want the patient to have for their lifetime, because once you start moving that tooth, the root will melt. Now, you can't always do this. Sometimes that deciduous second molar will move lingually or extrude, and you simply need to put a bracket, a tube, or an eyelet on that tooth to align it for a short period of time. But once the tooth is aligned, get the bracket off the tooth. That's going to ensure that the roots stay as long as possible. Hope you enjoyed this pearl. Let me know what you do for your deciduous teeth. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to this page. Thank you for supporting the JCO.